Okay, good afternoon, everyone. In a subject of heat and mass transfer, today we are going to see the another practical determination of emissivity of a test surface. So let's begin. Begin with some basic of emissivity and whenever we are talking about emissivity, that means we are in the field of heat transfer by radiation. Okay, there are heat transfer by conduction, then convection, but whenever there is such words are there, emissivity, emissive power, and all these, so it means we are talking about a radiation mode of heat transfer. So now, what is emissive power? So remember, every body which is above the absolute zero temperature always emits the radiation, and the emissivity is a ratio. So ratio of any surface radiation or any surface emissive power with respect to any standard, and that standard is a black body. So when we are talking about emissivity, so emissivity is nothing but just simply a ratio of emissive power of any surface divided by emissive power of a black body, because black body is considered having a highest emissivity, having a highest emissive power capacity. So for black body, we know that emissivity is always equals to 1. So other than black body must having a emissivity less than 1. If any body showing emissivity equals to 1, that means it will be a black body. So we are going to calculate what is the amount of emissivity of a test surface. That test surface is a surface which is not coated with any kind of lamp black. So we are going to calculate how much is the emissivity of that test surface is there. Now this is a schematic, or that the actual arrangement of our equipment. So in this, there are two plates, two identical size, thickness, material plates. So both plate having same diameter, both plate having same material, both plate having the same thickness and same heater. So on the back side of this plate, there is a plate heater is provided, and one plate is lamp black, so it make a black body, and second plate kept as it is, so it is a, we can say, a test surface of which we are going to measure the emissivity. Now there are two sections, two dimmer stat, one section for black body, second section for your test surface, and one shift over knob is there. When I shift over knob apply towards a black body, so whenever I apply the change in dimmer stat of a black body, so voltmeter going to show how much voltage I am supplied to black body, and corresponding current will be shown on ammeter. So in our experiment, what we are going to do, first we are shifting that knob towards a black body. Then with the help of dimmer stat, we are setting some particular voltage supply to black plate. Suppose that voltage is 50 volt. So I rotate this dimmer stat so that I observe the 50 volt on voltmeter for this black body, and corresponding current will be there. So if I multiply voltage and current, so I come to know that how much amount of heat I am going to supply here. So black body I am maintaining 50 volt and corresponding current is there. Then I shift over that knob towards test plate, and with the help of test plate dimmer stat, when I adjust the voltage, so that corresponding voltage will be shown on the voltmeter. Now imagine black plate is supplied with a 50 volt, and if I am going to supply test plate, same 50 volt, plates are identical, heater are same. So we observe that both the plate reach to the same temperature, but that same temperature is due to the heating itself. So it is not going to solve our purpose. So what we are going to do, we are keeping black plate suppose at 50 volt, and we are maintaining test plate voltage suppose 45. That means there is a 5 volt difference is there. So black plate will heated according to 50 volt, it gains some temperature. Test plate heated according to 45 volt and it gets some temperature, and obviously higher heating, so temperature will be more for black plate as compared to test plate, and both the plates are kept in an enclosure. So we can't say that there is a heat transfer by convection. That means heated plate, air is flow there, airflow is there, and due to airflow, second plate get heated. So it is kept in enclosure. So we are assuming that heat is transferred by radiation from black plate to test plate. So our black plate is kept at 50 volt. According to it get heated. Test plate suppose we kept at 45 volt, and accordingly it get heated. So it having a higher temperature, it having a lesser temperature. But after some time, as black body radiating heat, and heat will definitely transfer from high temperature to low temperature. So your test surface receiving this emitting radiation and its temperature rises. So test surface plate, its temperature will be maintained due to 45 volt. That is correct. In addition to that, whatever be the energy radiated from black plate, it is going to receive by this test plate, and additional heat received by this test plate due to which its temperature rises. So our aim is to check when the temperature of black plate and temperature of test plate are same. So we have to frequently check T1 and T2 whether it is same or not. When it comes same value, T1 and T2 suppose same value, that time our experiment is over. We have to wait till we get same value for T1 and T2. Now, suppose same value we observe there, suppose it is 40 degrees centigrade T1, and this 40 degrees centigrade due to the 50 volt supply. 45 volt, it is maintaining suppose 38 degrees centigrade, but due to radiation, it gaining more heat, and at last we observe test plate also having a 40 degrees centigrade. When we observe both plate having the same temperature, our experiment is over. That time what we have to note down? We have to note down T1 40, T2 40. Then what is the enclosure temperature? T3. So we will check out how much is the T3 temperature. In this condition, when both T1 and T2 are same, that time we have to measure what is the black plate voltage, what is the black plate current supply, what is voltage of test plate, and what is the current supply to test plate. These are the note down. We have to note down this. So this is our actual experiment process. Now safety precautions. So as we always know that every equipment, electrical equipment having a thermostat. So we must check your thermostat must be at 0 before we switch on the supply. Every electrical system, if there is anything electrical system, so there is a particular limit of voltage. So never exceed that limit. So it is 120. So most probably we will kept it up to 50 or 60 volt. Then whenever we operate a thermostat, so increase it very gradually. Next procedure. So as I said, what is our procedure? And this is our observation table. So diameter of both plate, black plate, test plate, having a 150 diameter, thickness 2 thickness. Observation table, we note down only one reading when we obtain a black plate temperature T1 and test plate temperature T2 same. That time we note down the readings. What is the voltage for black plate, current for black plate, test plate voltage and current, and at the same time what is the enclosure temperature. Now the next part is calculation. How we are going to calculate? So heat input to the black plate. How we are going to calculate heat? So it is simply a product of voltage and current for black plate. So that much amount of heat is supplied to black plate. Similarly, product of voltage and current of test plate, it will give the heat supply to the test plate. And no doubt, heat supply to black plate is higher than test plate. So how the temperature becomes same? Because of heat radiated by black plate and received by test plate. Due to that, our temperature becomes same. Area for emissions. So heat is emitted. So remember, in this plate, we allow radiation from front face as well as peripheral thickness, but not from the backside, because backside we provide one heating plate and it is covered. So we are assuming the back side of the plate is not available for radiation. So total area available for radiation is front face pi by 4 d square and peripheral thickness, so pi d t. T is the thickness. So this much area is available for radiation. So whatever be the heat supply to back plate or test plate, this area is available for radiation. Now using Stefan Boltzmann's law, we know that QB, that is back plate, and QT, that is test plate. So difference of heat supply, already we calculated heat supply, is equals to EB minus ET. This is emissivity of black plate, emissivity of test plate. Sigma standard Stefan Boltzmann constant. This is area. This area will be this area available for emission. And as it is a radiation problem, so remember, whenever we kept a temperature, so temperature will be mandatory. It is mandatory to kept in Kelvin only. So test plate temperature minus enclosure temperature, because it is not a temperature difference of test plate and black plate, because both the plate receive the same temperatures. Then only we note down all the readings. So either kept as test plate temperature raised to the power 4 minus T infinity raised to the power 4, or it is nothing but a test plate temperature is equal to your black plate temperature. So both are same. So here our formula is QB minus QT, which we calculated in step 1 and step 2. Then emissivity of black plate, it is a standard, we take as a 1. Emissivity of test plate, we have to calculate. Sigma, it is a standard value, Stefan Boltzmann constant. Area available for emission, again we calculated here. Temperature we note down for test plate. Temperature for enclosure we note down. Just we have to keep this temperature in Kelvin. So we will keep this temperature in Kelvin. So we are in position to calculate what is the emissivity of that test plate. And as I said, test plate emissivity will be 1 only when if it is a black plate. Otherwise, it should be less than 1. So it may become in a points. Correct? Now we will move on to our actual setup. So I just switch off my presentation from desktop, and I will switch. नाही परत यायचं. So now we will move to our actual setup. Okay. So this is our actual setup, experimental setup for determining emissivity of a test surface. You can see this is a enclosure, just glass is mounted so it will be visible. So it is an enclosure, two plates are there. One is a black coated front face, black plate. Second is without coating, that is a test plate. There is a heater provided on back side, and backside of both the plates are not available for radiation. Both plate having same thickness, same material, same diameter. Now, how to start? So suppose switch on your power supply, switch on knob of your equipment power. Then this is the knob with the help of which we can shift whole system towards test plate or towards black plate. At the beginning, we have to put this knob towards a black plate, and with the help of black plate thermostat, we adjust our voltage, and we will kept our to 50. Suppose for this experiment, we are going to keep this voltage for 50. So 50 volt. So 50 volt for black plate, corresponding current is 0.347. Then after we have to set voltage for test plate. So in test plate we will shift our knob towards test plate, and with the help of dimmer stat, so just slowly gradually increase the dimmer stat, and we are going to increase the supply voltage. But for test plate we are maintaining voltage lesser than black plate. So black plate was at 50 volts, so we will keep about 45. So 5 volt difference is there. So 45 volt 0.306. But we should note down all the readings when we get the same temperature for both the plate. Now imagine black plate is heated with 50 volt, test plate heated with 45 volt. After 30 minutes, 40 minutes, we have to check whether T1 and T2 are same or not. So if it is not same for a long time, then there is a possibility that 50 and 45 volt will not attain the same temperature for test plate and black plate, especially within our time limit of a practical hours. So what we did, we increase test plate voltage. Suppose we increase it up to 48. That means 2 volt difference still there is. And again allow it for 30 minutes. Then we have to check whether T1 64, T2 65. So we have to wait for same temperature, and once we get the same temperature, that time we have to note down what is a T1, what is T2, and what is the enclosure temperature, that is T3. At the same time, we have to note down what is the voltage for black plate. So this is showing black plate voltage, sorry, black plate voltage and corresponding current. When we will shift to test plate, same voltmeter now showing voltage for test plate and corresponding current. And this is the end of our experiment. So hereafter we will shift on to desktop. Okay. Okay. Now the next slide, that is result. So in result, we have to mention what is the emissivity. And as I said repeatedly that your emissivity of test plate should be lesser than 1. Okay. Even though it will be a 0.8, 0.9, if it is in gray color, and as we saw that that plate is really a very shiny, so it should be lesser than 0.6, 0.7. Conclusion parts. So from the experimental data, it is concluded that the value of emissivity of a test plate is, whatever be the value is there, which is less than emissivity of black plate. Thus, it is concluded that the black body has the highest emissivity, and that is 1, and all other body having a emissivity less than 1. Actually, you can replace the different test plate, different gray color, white color, then shiny, and you can conclude that for any other body other than black, emissivity is always come lesser than 1. This is your readings for the practicals. So you have to follow these readings. So when I conduct the experiment, that time I observe both the temperatures, black plate and test plate comes 89. That time I measure the voltage for black plate, measure the current for black plate, then test plate current and voltage, and enclosure temperature. From this, use the sample calculations and find out